I want to give a simple reminder today. I want to give a mantra with this, and I want to give a reframe for how we can consciously work with being triggered. As it is absolutely an inevitability that we're going to be triggered, especially as we are pushing our leading edge of transformation, of expansion, of growth, as we are asking ourselves to step into new versions, onto new timelines, to live our calling more fully. You need to expect that this process is going to bring explosive triggers from time to time. Being triggered and experiencing uncomfortable emotions is not something to avoid. If there is part of you that is afraid of it and wants to avoid it, there is also a part of your power, your magic, your light, and your beauty that you will be suppressing as well. You cannot, if you're trying to avoid something that you perceive as negative, you will inevitably and unintentionally suppress something that is positive and benevolent and beneficial about you, and something that you're actually meant to let out so that you can experience and line up with that which you really want to receive. So, this is an important reminder for us all, for me, for you, as it's so common to get triggered. And the more we start to know, the wiser we start to become, the more we can actually feel a bit entitled to our opinions, to our perspectives, and to being triggered. And sometimes the less humble and willing we are to actually look beneath the surface at what is actually happening for you. So the reframe that's so helpful to remember here is that when you are triggered, it is a gift. My triggers are here to set me free. And the one that I love to see triggers as is, what is triggering me is expanding my capacity for me to receive what it is that I want. What is triggering me is expanding my capacity for me to step into who I am truly here to become. The trigger is expanding your capacity. So let's talk about this. What's happening when you're triggered? There is a disruption of the momentum of your patterns. The energy that was smoothly running around the neural networks has become disrupted, and it is thrown into a state of disarray, and that is the trigger. In order for you to embody your next level and embody what it is that you're calling for, the version of self or the reality shift that you're saying, I am so longing for, then you are going to need to have disruptions to your patterns, disruptions to the current version of self. And the bigger the leap that you are here to make, the bigger the disruption that you should expect to experience, aka expect explosive triggers. Expect that when you receive these things, they are your gift. So this is the beginning of the pattern becoming disrupted. Now, the process. Do not react to your triggers. When you watch this video and you choose these reframes and you choose to be on board with embracing your triggers, looking forward to them, being ready to lean into them, being ready to be curious, having the mantra that everything is here to expand my capacity. What triggers me is a gift. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is going to support you to have a more positive attitude towards them and therefore cultivate more openness. So when you notice yourself being triggered, if you have adopted these attitudes, it is more likely that you will not be in a state of reactivity to the trigger. If you find yourself in a state of reactivity, you have become unconscious in that moment, and then you are starting to run on your conditioning again. So if that happens to you, no worries, just pull yourself back, take a deep breath, create space from the emotional occurrence, and connect back into your heart, connect into the meta view. Let yourself have a moment to discharge the energy, because sometimes it's hard to recognize the source of the pattern that's being triggered and being freed when you are in the emotional experience. So feel the emotion, let it be freed. Ask yourself, what is it that I'm really upset about? Do not stay in the projection. The projection that you have onto others helps you recognize that you are triggered. But if you stay projecting onto them, blaming them, saying that they are the source of your pain, your discomfort, your triggeredness, then you are going to forever place the power to change outside of yourself. And that is not what you are here to do. You are here to recognize that the power to shift lies inside of you, and you just need to take responsibility for it. So what does the projection that you have onto another person help you see about what it is that you are feeling inside of yourself? My guess is that the person that has triggered you is enjoying something that you deeply want for yourself, or they are expressing in a way that you are holding yourself back from or judging yourself about. And yeah, chances are that it's actually something that you are longing for inside of yourself. So see if you can see if there is an unmet desire that is there underneath the thing that this person triggers in you. So go back inside, look back on yourself and see what it is specifically that they are triggering about you. And the general rule is the bigger the charge, the bigger the potential for the liberation. So it may be multi-layered. So don't be afraid to really go into this and see what it is that you want to let go of. Usually underneath the triggeredness is a false narrative, a limiting story, and something that you've been telling yourself that you've outgrown now. And now will be a great time to discard that story. So what is that story that you're telling yourself? And do you see that if you continue to hold on to this story, it's not going to get you anywhere, or it's going to give you some form of payoff that you don't really want? So can you let go of that story? And can you ask yourself, what is a more empowering, a more aligned narrative that I wish to connect to in this moment to support me to anchor in a new sense of self and a new identity, and to start to develop a relationship with who I am becoming, with who I'm choosing to be, with the version of myself that I wish to bridge into reality. So it is an opportunity, it is a gift. So if you really work with the energy underneath that, you will see that there's a liberation. There's a liberation of the pattern of the energy that is stuck in place. So bless your triggers, see them as a gift, see that there's an opening of your capacity. It is expanding my capacity for me to receive, for me to embody what it is I choose, and for me to have access to the new vision, to the new energy, to the new vibration, to the new frequency of what wants to come through for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is a blessing. So important to neutralize the energy of the triggers. And again, do not be afraid. You should expect this. If you are seeing triggers show up, and it's happening a lot, then chances are that things are moving for you, things are happening for you. The thing that we assume when we see a trigger is that things are going wrong, but actually it's in the process of going right for you. Okay, so lean into it. Don't stay stuck on it. Don't dwell on your triggers. Don't become resentful about the projection that you hold onto the other person and blaming them for that thing. Get free. Get free. It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to expand your capacity. See it as the gift that it is. Enjoy, guys. Bye.